First and foremost, how excited are you to be back here in the Philippines and to perform for your Filipino fans?
We are
We're
very
very, very
excited.
excited. Yes.
Yeah. The Philippines shows are always, so honestly, some of our biggest, just from a size perspective, but the passion is always felt. The way they sing along to the lyrics, especially this time of year, which is no coincidence that we seem to have it be a tradition that we're back every Valentine's Day, and we
Uh,
wouldn't have it any other way. They seem to really be drawn to what we do, which is acoustic music with a focus on melody and emotional lyrics. So we can't wait.
yeah. How about you, Daniel and Fabian? Your thoughts on, making Filipino fans so special to you boys?
Well, for us, one of the things that we noticed from the first moment we were there is the enthusiasm. So, like, the Filipino crowds are some of the loudest crowds, but also they seem to appreciate that we sing songs that are like sing-along songs, like big,
Yes.
and also the ballads from the beginning. Like, we loved doing love songs and ballads, and those weren't really that popular on the radio. But we started
Yeah.
noticing that in the Philippines, they loved it. They were all about it. They would support the kind of music that we liked doing. And so that's why we've always appreciated the audience.
You know, Pre-pandemic, it's been a tradition for Filipino fans and for you guys to spend Valentine's here in the country. So you, Fabian, how does it feel to be back after more than 2 years of pandemic era? And physically, you'll be going back here and spending the Valentines with the Filipino fans.
Yes, I mean you're absolutely right. I think this tour in particular is very special because while it's not our first show back, we've played some other shows like in Brazil and Dubai and Kuwait and stuff like that. It's the first time we're going back to the Philippines since the pandemic, and so there's all this just sort of excitement and anticipation to see the fans again and to really feel what that's like. I mean, it's been years since we felt that, and the Philippines was like the first major territory that ever took us in and that really showed us love. And it's just crazy because I think the last time we played the Philippines, maybe my daughter had just been born, but like now she's 2.5. So it's just like so much has changed, and we're very, very excited to get back out there and to see everybody again.
People are clamoring for you, especially the Filipino fans. I mean, all the pandemic hits, they've been watching you on your YouTube channels and they love your renditions, they love your songs. But what's with your formula that you've been so successful in that kind of strategy or in that kind of formula? Can you share a bit of it?
I think our secret sauce is the love of the Filipino fans. I think that is underlying, but there seems to be this connection that I think there's too many things where it can't be a coincidence. Like even down to our last name, Manzano. There's a lot of, like, my full name is Alejandro Luis Manzano, and I know there was a host that's name was
Yeah,
Luis Manzano, an actor. Um, I think there was just a lot of cultural things that almost even went deeper than the music.
correct.
But just from a YouTube standpoint, I think a lot of it is just our work ethic, consistency, and I think staying true to what we love. Like there's a lot of people that we've seen, that maybe start off and then after a few years, they move on to doing a whole different sound or a whole different style, or they get into podcasting, and like they never really found their brand. But what we do now is identical to what we did 15 years ago
Correct.
because we still love it and because the fans continue to love it. It's just we just improve on the tech side of it. Our cameras get better, the lighting gets better,
Correct.
but as far as the core foundation of what we do, it's like we love doing acoustic music. That was our favorite thing to do when we first started learning how to play instruments, was to play acoustically as brothers.
Yeah.
Oh wow, if you look at Fabian,
That's Jollibee. So basically, Alejandro, you're saying that you're sticking to your core, but you
yeah,
keep on elevating the process and the medium, and that's
yes,
it. That's the
yes,
secret recipe.
I think that's
Wow.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the consistency too, that we the only time in the last 15 years that we slowed down a little bit with making content was that very brief time that we signed to a label, and then but once we got off,
Yeah.
we're very consistent. We don't stop releasing content, and we don't release something that we don't believe in, that it's not at a high quality. So I think if whatever it is that even if it's not music, I think if you find
Yeah.
your brand or what makes you unique, what you can do, at a high level, and you continue to do that, I think you're going to be less likely to lose your fans. I think you're going to find your audience. People that subscribed to you 10 years ago will still like what you're doing now. They're not
Correct.
going to unsubscribe. So I think that's a lot of it with
Correct.
us.
Speaking of quality, guys, you'll be performing with some of our biggest young artists here in the Philippines, which are Nobita, Adi, and the Juans. What can we expect from performances with this local young artists that we have? These are so promising, and they've been doing great here in the country when it comes to creating music.
We're excited to meet everybody, because again, we haven't played in so long. So to be around other musicians and to get to ask them what they're doing and what's working, I mean, is really going to be energizing for us.
Now, just to wrap this up,
Uh,
guys, your message to your Filipino fans, and get the tickets to your Manila, Cebu, and Davao concerts. Go on.
To our Filipino fans, we say mabuhay, and we cannot wait to see you in February. We can't believe that it's been this many years that you guys continue to support us and our music. And we love you guys, and we honestly, we can't wait, because there is no crowd like a Filipino crowd. The energy they bring. What's funny is there's even so many good singers in the Philippines. Like, it's one of the best sounding crowds because so many people know how to sing. So when we kind of hold the microphone out and get people to sing the lyrics, it's very beautiful.
And for
Yeah.
tickets,
We'll
you
see.
can go to boyceavenue.com. And we really hope that everybody will come support us so we can keep coming back every Valentine's Day.
Yes, kudos to you guys, and thank you. We're looking forward. We're excited to see you physically here in Manila again